features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Keenum's Vikings.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Oakland Raiders.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Justin Ellis busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Keenum. Hard throw, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. And no room for error. He's from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Fielded at the 43. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Lynch. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important.
And he's going to go down again. Eric Kendricks in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Keenum. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 72 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, When I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And some space here. And a fantastic return all the way down to the 20.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Carr now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Steps away. Room here to run. Gets past one man. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. So they're operating in the red zone. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And this one's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. On 1st down, Murray. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Back to throw, Keenum going with a screen for Murray. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Keenum. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Carr now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Now Carr. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Carr can be
out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sideline?
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. On play action, now Carr. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing now is Carr. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this 1st half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. gives to Marshawn. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Escaping the pressure right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Carr going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Now this time, Carl throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Daniil Hunter in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the 1st half?
1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Keenum now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing is Keenum. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Past the 20, and he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside of the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy. Took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Keenum. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. To throw on second down is Keenum. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Carl Joseph.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give them 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, Carr. It's caught. Smith. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's Carr to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They set up the screen to Lynch, and they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And unable to to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's third down. On play action, it's Carr. On the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a fourth down after the scramble. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Carr keeps it on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. Now this time he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And now out comes Minnesota. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Play action. Now it's Keenum rolling to his right. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st down, Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eddie Vanderdoes. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.